probably going to be there now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Heels of Time show for the week. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm one of your hosts, Theo. Here's my other esteemed colleague, Derek, coming back at you at our normal time, day and time. Yeah, it is good to be here once again. Hopefully we have a good show for everybody today. Going back to our normal type show, I think, right? Would you say that, Derek? Not as I would say not as eclectic. This one I think is a little more definitely. That was cool though. I actually enjoyed doing that one because it's stretching the limits of time and space. Exactly. Right? Oh, hopefully at least. I hope so. So, today's show, we're going back to one of our esteemed characters, one that we love tremendously, Matt. He is a badass. And we're going to look at a Greek god, or Roman god if you want to say it either way, Hermes / Mercury. Yeah, cool little dude. So, if you're not familiar with our format, usually I do a little bit of the classic stuff. Derek hooks it up to the Wheel of Time, and sometimes we kind of mesh each other's stuff too. So, hopefully, weave it as a loom. All right. So, Hermes, cool dude. He is the son of Zeus. Go figure. Zeus is the Mac Daddy of all the. I just dated myself. Of the Olympians, and Maya, not Gaia, but Maya. Yeah, just not obviously. Just say it's not Hera. So obviously, someone different. He is a little interesting. And I say that because, as everyone knows, Hera's wrath is never great. So he was actually born in a cave. Cool. It's interesting because he was born at dawn. And you could usually say a lot of times they came out fully grown or maybe young, but not like a baby. He actually came out pretty much like a baby. And noon, he actually is like badass already. So at noon, this is pretty killer. He actually goes, kind of gross because one of his sacred animals is a tortoise, but he actually kills one. And you're like, why? He kind of made like turtle soup, not really soup, but he was basically killed out the innards of the turtle, and then put strings on it from like turtle stuffs, and that's the first lyre. So he actually created the lyre within the first, we'll say, 6 hours of his life. Pretty cool, right? And you're like, but Theo, Hermes doesn't have a lyre as his symbol. And you're right, he doesn't. And you're like, wait, if we remember from one of your old shows, isn't Apollo the music dude with the lyre? That answer is yes. Very specifically. So you're like, how the hell does this happen? If one god invents something, you would think that would be like their thing. Well, Hermes was a little guy, so, he's smart, mischievous, but good. He's not like a bad guy. He's good-natured, but he loves to play pranks. So remember when I said, Apollo cows. So Apollo has this sacred cow herd that literally you go in there, he's not going to be super happy with you. You're basically going to die. Well, Hermes can't die because he's immortal, but he's like, yeah, I'm going to go steal his cows because I think it's going to be hilarious. So he strumming that lyre, runs over to his cows, Apollo's cows, steals them. Apollo's furious. He's like, you got to be shitting me. This is so not cool. I'm going to like destroy things. And so Hermes like, bro, homie, it's okay. How about this? I'm sorry. Listen to this thing. Ding, ding, ding. He's like, oh, shoot, this is pretty sweet. He's like, here, you may have the lyre. Apollo, of course, he's jamming on it because he's the god of, like, pretty much everything. So he's like, jigga, 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 jigga. He's like, sweet, this thing is dope. I like this little bro. Literally, they are brothers. So he's mad, like, furious, but he's like, okay, little guy. Pats him on the head. And was like, well, not only are you my brother, but this thing is so killer. That was actually kind of a good prank on me, cool. And we're thick as thieves now. Like, we're best buds for life. I mean, in this case, like, forever. But, yeah, that's it. And so, cool. And Apollo's like, you know what? You gave me something unbelievable, right? I'm going to give you my Cauthos. So, you know that little wand thing that Hermes carries with the two serpents intertwined? Came from Apollo. So they literally, like, swapped symbols. So, yeah, go ahead. Take it, Matt! Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. You know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The lyre to Apollo. Mm-hmm. That's just as simple. That doesn't really mean like, oh man, he can do stuff, but it helps him. If we say like, if you want to comparison, like the Flash, it kind of helps him do that kind of stuff. You also have like the snakes, and obviously he's got the winged helmet with the shoes, sandals, not shoes. Yeah, I mean, that's what all symbols are. This is like, if they're holding it, that's their thing. Yeah. Yep, yep. So I love how you say the flute part, because I was getting at this part next. So everybody's like, well, maybe not Hera, but everybody loves Hermes, right? So invited the lyre. Cool. Hooked it up. But everyone's like, man, you're just hilarious. You're a cool little dude. You play these tricks. You gotta have some skills. So supposedly, Artemis, goddess of the hunt, was like, guess what? Yeah, learn how to hunt. I'll teach you. Come on, let's go. So he's a pretty solid hunter. Okay. And the kicker, when you were like, the flute, I was like, you almost got it. I thought you were gonna say it. But Pan, if you're familiar with Greek mythology, it's like a little dude with like the little goat hooves and can play the pan flute. Yep, but if you ever heard of the pan flute, teaches him how to play the pipes. Teaches him how to play that stuff. Alright? So I was like, dang, cool. He has one really special ability, but I'm going to give that to the end. And so, loves Apollo, right? Apollo and him, super tight. Who else is super tight with him? Zeus. It's always a good thing. He's I won't say a daddy's boy, but Zeus loves his Apollo, loves his Hermes. And you gonna say something? Yeah. Right. Yep. That's a big one. Flip side, this part does not happen with Perrin. Not that I can recall, at least. So Hera is like, damn it, Zeus, all your affairs, I'm gonna catch you. So she sends a 100-eyed giant down to him to spy on him at all times, right? Never sleeps, always open. Hermes is like, man, that's not cool. Beheads the dude. And, well, specifically, Io and Zeus, they get it on quite a bit, and that's really who Hera's trying to spy on. Hermes is like, not anymore. Off with your head, and no more spies. So he's a little kicker. So the big one, this is the big guy, big part of his thing. So he is the messenger of the gods. He's quick and nimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. You could just say Hermes be nimble and quick. If you want to equivalent him to modern times, you'd be like the Flash. Hence, Flash is kind of his uniform, at least how I always looked at it. So yes, sends his messages back and forth. He's in a ton of myths, a ton of legends, a ton of everything. Oh, yep, go for it. Oh yeah, do it. Close. It. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The metaphorical. Right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm holding one off specifically for you. That's okay. Yeah, I know we will. So some of the classic things that little dude did. He escorts Pandora. He leads Perseus. That's pretty cool. Uh, One of your probably favorite things was he guides Priam to Achilles' tent out from the Iliad. He showed Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera the way to Mount Ida, where Paris was supposedly going to judge who of them was the fairest. Bad mortal to actually take that on, but whatever. So that's some cool stuff. The kicker. And this is where Mercury and Hermes differ slightly, but kind of the same. So, played down a little bit in Greek mythology is Hermes' ability to go between the living and the underworld. Yeah, he's the only one that's able to do that. Only one that's able to do it like at will, not by like, okay, I gotta get permission. He just can do it. But one more time, Mercury, the Roman side, they actually play that heavily, whereas Greeks kind of downplay it a little bit, but Romans actually like increase it a little bit. But I know that one's a big one for you, so that's why I want to keep that one to the end of his powers. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh wait, you said take him out of the underworld? Oh, so speaking about that, you get a half a guess. Who led Persephone back to her mom from the underworld? Yeah, taking Persephone from the underworld back up to her mom. None other. He was the one that took her back. Yep. He's the one that takes her back and forth. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Right. Exactly. I thought that was pretty intriguing. So this part's little interesting. So Matt, as we know, is a lady killer for the most part. He doesn't think he is, and eventually does get the marriage thing. Hermes never really does. There's nothing really written about him to say like, oh man, he's got like 500 kids. No, not really. He's associated with fertility, but it's weird. It's not like it's him. So that one's kind of a weird one. Never married, and very few famously active folks. Although he's got one that's pretty interesting. But you wanted to say something? Go for it. Yes. Right? True. That is true too. Short. That is true. So here's, I always got to throw in some wacky, crazy myth thing that I don't know why they ever did this. This like Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Mesopotamia. They always have some weird shit. This is a weird shit. So Hermes and Apollo, what are they? They're brothers. Right? We gotta get that straight. They're bros. God bros. Blood brothers. They fell in love at the same time with the same virgin girl. And they both slept with her the same day. I don't know about the same time, but the same day. Go figure, because they're divine, so to speak. She gets pregnant. And you're like, oh wait, how do they know who it is? Oh, easily. So explained. She has twins. So one twin, Philemon, took after Apollo, famous musician, happy days. The other one, Autoscalus, became a trickster and a thief. And you're like, damn, that's crazy. Well, the crazy part is Hermes, trickster, smart, does all these tricks, all this stuff. Everybody loves him, though. And they're like, you're such a good guy. Attaboy, pat on the back, and we're going to give you rewards even though you're a douche. Cool. So, Autoscalus, guess who his grandson is? You get one guess, Derek. You know him. This is Greek. The thief and the trickster. He has a grandson. Who's his grandson? I'm gonna put you on the spot. It's okay. You've already. I gave you a hint. I'll give you another one though. You've already read about him. Close. All right, I'll give it to you, man. Hey, I'll give you the same hint that you gave me for your kid's name. It's an ancient name, and it starts with an O. Nope. It's all right. Oh, yeah. Yes. Odysseus. No, not that. He's not that tricky. He's not that tricky dicky. No. No. Oh, yeah, trickster and thief. Yep, the trickster part. That's okay. I put you on the spot. Now it's like one of those little, you do that to me every occasionally, and it's like... No, it's okay, dude. Hey, how many times has he done that to me? It's okay. I get him every once in a blue moon. So, Hermes. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. It'd be. I guess that would make him his great grandson, right? Yeah. Or great grandfather, rather. Yeah. Yep. So now I'm just gonna ramble stuff on. So Hermes. Yes, we already said like the big guys that he was in. Trade. Yeah, you're gonna laugh. You're gonna love this one, man. I'll get this one last. A little bit of fertility, weird, but the fertility part isn't like human. It's more like animal. Not that he's like being into animals, but like when cows get together, horses get together, animal husbandry. Okay. Mm-hmm. Horse flesh. Yep. So, interesting enough, sleep. Not as much as usually, not really, but kinda, I guess. Language, thieves, travel. Obviously, we said the messenger part. That's the biggest one. He's mischievous, clever. He's a badass. Big one though, dude. You're gonna get a chuckle. Wealth and luck. I'm just gonna let you stop. Mm-hmm. Give him away, yep. How it goes down, right? Matt. So this isn't really gonna have any direct affiliation with Wheel of Time, but I thought it was cool. So Hermes, he's old, like from like way, way back. Now I'm not talking about, ancient Greek mythology. No, I'm talking about like the first time he was like literally written was in Linear B. So that's like way back. It's in the Mycenaeans civilization. So we're talking hella long ago. It's like we're talking 13th century BCE. So yeah, so this is like way back, and most likely, right. So if we're looking at it from that perspective, and that's just what we found in terms of like chiseled, legitimately chiseled. He probably is older than that too. Cool thing is, yes, obviously, there's the culture of the Mycenaeans, but they found him at Pylos, Thebes, and Knossos as well, and that's all throughout the Greek realm. I mean, Knossos is in Crete. Mycenaeans way north, not way north, but I mean in terms of 1200 BCE. That's hella distance to go. So he was around. He was in central mainland in terms of Arcadia. He was there too. So in the Peloponnesos, that's the peninsula part, Mycenaean area. So he was literally all over Greece. Now you could say, well, yeah, you would make sense. It's a Greek thing, right? Not necessarily. City states, they didn't always really get along that well. Local dude. Yeah, now it could be 5 times over, in 5 different places, sure, but they made a little bit different, like Athens, right? Loved her for the olive branch, or the olives. But to have him around from that distance, to me, from that long ago, that's pretty remarkable for me. Traveler, exactly. I was gonna say that's very astute. And messenger would make sense because if he's going back and forth, shepherd. I mean, Greeks, they're shepherds, so I mean that makes sense. Yeah, shepherd too. Lesser known because it's more of Apollo, but he's a bro, so it makes sense. Right, and it shifts. Right. Yep. And it's gonna sound stupid, but is there, even in like American culture, you have cowboys, right? When you think of cowboy, man, we're gonna rustle up them cows and them steer and get them around, right? Well, other people, they have herds of buffalo, herds of oh, what the hell is a horse? Horses? Pride of horses? I don't know what the hell it is, but a whole bunch of horses together. But technically, they would be kind of shepherds because you have goats and sheep, right? They're two different animals, but you still shepherd them. So I guess technically, hey, if someone finds out, someone knows, it's cool. Let me know. But it just says shepherds. Same thing with Apollo. So for all I know, Apollo may have been like a cowboy, and that's why he's the cow dude. So everyone's like, yeehaw, I got the cows, and like maybe Hermes was more for sheep or goats or something. I don't know. Maybe they're just like talking about different animals, but in terms of like shepherd, maybe it didn't translate 100%. Like what kind of shepherd? I mean, and I'm going to go way far out. And you could even say something like Judeo-Christian shepherd is a way different than shepherding the people, right? With travel and messenger and that kind of stuff. That's for another episode though. So that's some interesting stuff. So I don't know. I thought that part was cool about how far back he goes. But yeah, so that's what I got, man. What you got? Got anything in addition? Definitely not. I got one more for you. I forgot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Romans standardized it, actually. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Right. So, all right, Derek. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop a little something on you. I forgot and I remember, and I was like, oh shoot. So, we know that thieves like him, right? Fortune, right? Luck. In a way, what do those three sets of people, have in common? They usually like to gamble, right? Guess what? Yeah, he is worshipped by gamblers. Sorry, because of the luck, wealth, and all the stuff. What? When you go to an ale house, what do you have? Dice. Oh wait, who created dice? Hermes created dice. Yup. I mean, technically, they're not like the dice that we have now. They're knuckle bones, but same difference. Oh, not the same difference, but what does Matt do? Gets them dice. Right. The time frame, yeah. Well, time frame is in quotes, but yeah. Yep. Well, that makes sense. So if you have wood, you can absorb sweaty hands. It'd be environmental for humidity, and then over time, wood would break down faster than bone. Yep. Yep. Like a cork bat. That was funny. I remember that. I was like, why would you advertise that? But it's Matt. He has reasons. He did have reasons. He had his reason. Right? Yep. Naturally. To be that lucky would be awesome. Yeah, exactly. Yep. True. Yeah, portals, yep. Right. is there. Doesn't. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, Hermes can't be killed, but yeah. Right. Nah. I think we got everything too. I think we laid it out. So yeah. Hell, hell yeah. Absolutely. I think that it really lines up really well with Matt's character. Specifically. Uh, the traveling stuff, the bones, the trickster mentality, the luck, messenger. I think that is I think that's like Hermes in a nutshell, and in a way that kind of seems that's I don't say Matt in a nutshell because Matt's like a very complicated character, but I think that would have some definite influences. I would think. Again, this is all speculative, y'all. We can't actually like say for certain, but this is our speculation. I'm going to reiterate that it's not anything that we've, asked any like Robert Jordan or anything like that. Yeah, this is just our opinion and our insight. We do like counteractive or counter offensive, whatever. Comments about nope, you guys are wrong and this is why. That's cool. Let us know. If we got something to add, heck yeah, let us know. Yeah, let us know what you think. If we suck, that's cool too. Yeah, I was gonna say even if we suck, let us do it. And yeah, if we have another character or even in the Wheel of Time, what do you think about character X? Holler at us. We'll do it. That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be a challenge. We may even have you as a guest. Yeah. Lengthy. Yeah. And lengthy. Absolutely. So, one hint for that one, because the Iliad is a complex Homeric hymn. If you're not familiar with it, it's hella good. I have been saying for years, Derek, I think you'd actually like it. And he's like, all right, fine. And he's like, holy crap, man. This was amazing. So, it's a little bit different of a normal read. But it's action-packed. It would be... It's not the movie Troy, because no. Not if you're looking for a movie, cool. But if you're looking for like an actual thing, I don't think there's been a really good one in a while. Yeah, more like the Aeneid. But if you do want a good movie to watch, I can't remember when it was made, but yeah, the Odyssey. think it was on ABC or NBC way back. It was maybe like the early 90s. That one was actually very well done and very held pretty true to the book, actually. Now, little tidbit. Anyway, if you want some background for the Iliad, y'all read it. It's really good. But anyway, I think I'm out of speech. Derek, you want to take it? Do you want to take the closer? Excellent.